my name is Kate and today I present to you the first edition of Golden Ways Business News. Our business news will be published once a month. In this episode, we will talk about changes in the gold price, as well as take a look at the forecast for the price of gold in 2021. Let's analyze the gold price in March 2021. Gold prices edged higher, but prices remain range-bound. For this week, prices were down 0.75%. Gains in the greenback continue to weigh on the yellow metal. US long-term yields edged lower. Consumer spending dropped after rising sharply in January. This weighed on long-term US yields and helped buoy the yellow metal. According to technical analysis, gold prices edged higher continue to trade in a tight range. Prices were unable to recapture resistance near 10-day moving average at 1,734. Target resistance is now seen near that 50-day moving average at 1,785. Additional support is seen near the June lows at 1,670. Short-term momentum was flipped and now is negative, as the first stochastic generated a crossover sell signal just above the oversold trigger level and has now moved lower. The current reading on the fast stochastic is 76, just below the overbought trigger level of 80. Foreshadowing a correction, medium-term momentum has turned positive. The MACD histogram is printing in positive territory with an upward sloping trajectory, with points to higher prices. Consumer spending dropped 1% in February after rebounding 3.4% in January, according to the Commerce Department. That was the largest drop since April 2020. Personal income tumbled 7.1% after surging 10.1% in January. Expectations had been for consumer spending to decrease 0.7% in February, and income would decline 7.3%. Unseasonably harsh weather in February, including severe winter storms in Texas, depressed home building, production and factories, orders and shipments of manufactured goods last month. Now let's take a look at the forecast for changes in the price of gold in 2021. We've compiled gold price predictions from a number of banks and precious metals analysts. The table shows the gold price prediction from various consultancies and independent analysts. Not all gave a forecast for both time periods, but we've listed what they've stated publicly. Here's what they think is ahead for gold. You can see that most analysts predict gold will exceed $2,000 per ounce in 2021. Two projects it will average in the $1,900 range. And of those we found, all are very bullish long-term, though this survey is not exhaustive, as there are always analysts who are bearish. A couple of interesting points to highlight from these analysts. CPM Group's projections is lower than most, but if gold averages $1,922 in 2021, it would represent an 8.2% increase over 2020 and a record annual average. They also state that we expect prices to rise sharply at some point in the future to new records significantly higher than $2,000. Such an increase would be expected to be caused by investors buying increased volumes of gold in a future economic and political crisis. The period 2023 and 2025 is perhaps the most likely time period to expect such. Their outlook and projections can be viewed in more detail in their monthly precious metal advisory on their website. Meanwhile, we'll note that analyst Ross Norman has won first place in the LBMA gold price survey 9 times. He predicts gold will rise 20% this year. Last, the average 2021 gold price forecast from this analyst is $2,228. That is all news for today, so see you in the next issue, where we'll take a closer look at the impact of macroeconomic processes on the price of gold.